Welcome to Good Mythical More. We have the most popular water bottles that you can spend an exorbitant amount of money on, and we are going to assess them and rank them for your viewing pleasure.
But first we're gonna boogie down now. Short crib! Short crib! I'm short crib!
I'm reserved cottage cheese. I want to save my cottage cheese for myself. I reserved it. I typically don't eat cottage cheese in the morning, but I did this morning, and there's no complaints from me. It's the best type of cheese. It's like little globs of wet, white
If there was a family feud,
cheese.
and it was Stevie Harvey said, we surveyed 100 people and asked them, what's the best kind of cheese? And there were 20 answers on the board. Like, there's never been this many answers on the board.
You saying cottage cheese wouldn't be?
Cottage cheese wouldn't be one of them. I mean, it's great. I love it. In fact, I had some this weekend. I was
More
very
people
pleased.
more people need to have it. I'd like to be on the board.
Well, if you were one of the 100, then there would
it'd
be
on
one.
there.
There would be one.
Be on there. Let's see this first one. Now, I don't know what this is. Awala? I thought that, isn't this like a convenience store that everybody loves in Texas?
That's Wawa.
Oh, where is a Wawa?
It's just Wawa, right?
Where is a Wawa? California? Florida. Virginia,
but
Maryland.
it's not a Wawa, it's Wawa.
But not this. So, Stevie, how much does this thing set you back?
That is $27.99, and I've been told it is the current IT water bottle
Hi
right
there.
now.
I'm leak-proof, I'm insulated, and I have a built-in straw. I know. Where have I been all your life? 24 hours cold. So
It did sound like you said I'm link-proof, which we're about to find out.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be the judge of that. So lift to unlock,
Okay.
push button, whew, and then nicely done. Free sip spout.
Do you like the built-in straw?
Oh, that's what that is. You see how there's like a little hole and a big hole? Now that you're sneezing,
Bless you.
I'm gonna try this one.
Do you like the
First.
built-in
You
straw?
can try it after me.
Because you have a lot of water bottle opinions, and so I just figured that maybe you would have an opinion about this one.
When the one that I have comes up, I'll tell you what it is. But yeah, I have two different types, and they both have straw. I don't like to turn up in public. During,
But
You know that's
but yours
a lie.
is exclusively a straw. It doesn't have the ability to turn up.
this is wild because look, you can turn it up.
You can turn it up. You can suck and turn up at the same time. I don't want to try it.
So this is wild. Let's
I'll trust you on this one.
Let's take a look at this thing. First of all, does the straw does not go all the way to the bottom. See that gap right
You're
there?
gonna have flow. Well, hold on.
Yeah, but
But there's
what? Oh,
it tightens down, and also there's,
Yeah, but-
there's a thickness on the
yeah,
bottom.
but that's it right there.
There's a thickness on the bottom.
Well, there's just water in the thing. You don't need that much thickness.
Yeah, we got.
And then
it's got sense.
what's the washability of it? Like, does this even come apart?
Oh gosh, what do you?
Yes. Okay, because washability matters. There's so many different layers to this thing. It's like Fort
scared.
freaking Knox.
Okay,
That's where they keep all the gold.
so
It's highly secure.
are you so?
Because that backs up
How do you feel about
what
the
money
washability of
means.
it? Because I just feel like I'm just going to observe most of this. Because I do not have opinions about this. I probably maybe will now watching you.
I actually love the integrated straw into the spout.
Yeah, because if you're not in public and you're like mountain biking and you really want to turn up, you don't suck out there when you're mountain biking, right? When you really want to get it to going down the gullet, you don't suck on it, right?
it's both and.
you
I mean,
gonna
it's like
answer my
it's
questions?
options.
Do you, when you're really
Yeah.
thirsty, you
Yes,
you
I'm
gullet.
agreeing with you. I'm
gullet.
agreeing with you. What you're saying is awesome, dude.
Now, what about capacity? Because you drink a lot more water than that. That's not going to get you through a couple of hours.
Yes, 24 ounces. Now, does it fit in a normal cup holder?
It looks like it does.
It does. Okay, so this gets a 10 from me.
Whoa, where do we go from here?
Well, it's out of 25.
There's also a bigger size as well, if you wanted more.
So that's $27.
That's actually not
That's not too
crazy price.
Yeah, let's see the next one. All right, now the classic. How much does a Stanley go for these days?
$40 for this 40 ounce.
Now,
Why has it got such a big handle? Like, what are we doing with this? Pull-ups?
I like the handle. I don't like the trendiness of it because then you're like joining a gang, basically.
Well, apparently it's over. According to the TikTok water bottle experts, it peaked and it's done.
You know how I know
So
it's
it's
over?
no longer trendy.
You're exactly right because 2 days ago, I bought one of these for my mom.
Oh, yeah.
It's over.
It's like Facebook.
Like, actually, Christy did it. We were talking to mom on the phone, and she's like, she's got health things that she's working through. And this may sound funny, but we're like, well, what have you been drinking? And she's like, she drinks Diet Pepsis and tea.
Yep.
And we're like, Mom, that has caffeine in it. You're drinking caffeine all day and all night.
And then having trouble sleeping.
And then having trouble sleeping and you're dehydrated. Like, you need to drink water, baby. And so Christy went out and bought her a Stanley, and dadgum, I should have sent her this one. I could have saved $40.
Well, what color did she get?
I think cream, this color.
So,
I thought it really suited her.
why do people care so much about this?
Well, it has 4 different spout locations. Like, you have this, you can do a straw and then turn it. Oh, look at that. See? Show it to the people.
4 different, though. That's 2.
So then you can, like, now you see, you can guzzle that. You're on your mountain bike. And now keep rotating it. Something else happens, I think. Because it says...
Nothing else can happen.
Flow state 3-position lid with rotating cover for versatility. No splash straw quencher. Open drink spout or fully covered and closed.
Yep. Hey, it's leak proof.
It's leaking. It's leaking a little bit.
Maybe we done it wrong. Maybe you have to flip it
But
all the way around.
no, that's where the straw hole is.
But it said it was a leak proof straw hole.
Well, that's good. Well, yeah, if you put the straw in it, and you turn it upside down,
Yeah.
it's leaking more.
It really gets going if you do that.
I'm testing it.
In what sense is it leak proof?
I don't know, Rhett. In no sense, I guess. Here's the thing that I don't like about this one. It's got an exposed straw. You can put an eye out with this thing. Like, if you
get excited.
And seriously, you can really hurt yourself or someone you love or anybody.
If you're gesturing hard, telling a story.
But if you forget that the straw is there and you think it's on the sip, I've injured myself that way before.
That's why you wear glasses.
No, that's why I have.
Actually, they're not prescription.
I have the Hydro.
Goggles.
Shut up. I have the Hydro Flask version of this. It was given to me. It's shaped exactly like this, but in the top, it has a straw that connects to the entire lid and makes it leak proof.
You just couldn't wait. You said you were going to wait.
Oh,
you said you were going to tell people when it popped up. You couldn't wait. You had to tell people about the one you had.
I just feel like we're losing people.
No. There's a type.
I got to give it to them.
There's a type that's still watching.
When I go to drink and I forget that there's a straw, the straw is flimsy. It's a flimsy straw.
A rubber straw?
It's a rubber straw.
And that's what you want.
And it can bend over exactly. Yeah, it can bend over all the way. It can double back on itself. Leave the awala in there. It's number 1. This is number 2. But yeah, you want like a boingy straw, I think. Now this thing, Yeti, how much is this?
That's also $40, but that's a 26 ounce.
Ultra.
And we put ice water in all of these last night. So
So this should be really, really cold
Yeah.
because the thing that Yeti is known for is how, good it holds that.
So this doesn't move. And then that moves. Do you wanna or do you want me to wanna?
So this is suck only. It's pretty cold, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cold. It's not. I wouldn't say it's any colder than the other ones.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, this is leak resistant. Ultra link resistant.
It feels like there's a problem with getting the access to that water. Like, if I was really, really thirsty,
You want to?
if I just been horsing it up a mountain.
Rhett wants to just take it down.
Well, okay, this is how I hike.
You can turn it up.
If I'm hiking up a mountain,
Doesn't work that well.
I don't advise this. I'm just telling you. I don't know what it is about me. I say to myself, you don't get water until you get to the summit.
Seriously?
I don't advise this.
That's stupid, man.
And I get to the summit and I drink it all at once.
Dude, you gotta.
I'm like a camel.
But that's too much. Your body.
I'm not saying
Your body says
I don't advise it.
too much. I'm rejecting a bunch of it, and you have to pee immediately, probably. The next one.
And then I come back down the mountain, and I'm still okay.
You're still living. Classic.
This constant sipping thing. If you listen,
Hydro flask.
once the world just completely falls apart, and we're in a constant state of fear and of looking over your shoulder, just trying not to get killed. At that point, you're not gonna want to be sipping every 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You want to gulp once when you've got you got like you're in a good lookout spot. You're like, I keep my eyes open the whole time. I'm just taking it down. No one's gonna sneak up on me.
You crazy.
He's gonna get picked off multiple times and be like, there's just somebody watching him from a location and is like, yeah, every 4 minutes or so he's sipping.
Look at me. When you're gulping, you can't do this. When you're sipping on a straw, you can see constantly. I can see.
I've never seen you drink and focus on anything else besides the drinking in my entire life. I've actually never seen you do anything and focus on anything else at the same time.
Well,
So
no one actually can.
You're gonna
it's a
need
myth.
To, you're gonna need to be with
Multitasking
me.
is a myth.
You don't think that I can gulp and look?
But Rhett, you're sucking on a straw.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well,
that's not gulping.
Okay, well I gotta.
You got to
switch
turn it up.
Okay, I mean, it's so complicated.
That's the thing I said you could do. Now you got to show me the thing that I say you can't do.
You don't think I can gulp?
And look. See, look, one eye, it's obstructed. You don't have any depth perception.
I would spin. I get to the summit, and then I just went.
You said that you were not. Okay. All right, you've done good, Rhett. You've done good.
Nobody can sneak up on me.
So this right here is the classic Hydro Flask. How much does this thing cost? Too much.
36.
And it's called wide mouth. This is what you want. This is what you think you want.
I've had too much water.
Now, this is what I have. And see right there, this is my personal one.
This is actually what I need, though.
I label it.
Because you get to the top of the mountain, you gulp.
But look at this thing. This thing's pretty leak.
Pretty leak proof. Pretty being a relative term.
Well, the thing that I like about it, and it's not that it's leak proof, is
Setting that aside for a moment.
look at see how boingy it is?
It's a safety feature.
It's a safety feature. I need that. When I forget that I have a straw,
What brand is it?
this is Hydro Flask. It's like the Stanley, but it's got this, and then that comes off.
Now, there's no gulping option with this thing.
So this comes off. You can take it off and gulp, and it's very washable. Like the way that you can take this out, you take this apart.
It's so big. You hike with something that big?
This one's for the car because it goes in my it fits in the cup holder. So this is my number one. This is my number one. Even better than the Awala, even though I really like it. It's like Fort freaking Knox.
Now, is that label for this video, or is that just personally you needed to really let everyone know
Talking about that right here.
that it was yours?
It looks like it's been on there a while.
Yeah, because what is the confusion there? Because, do other people in your family have the exact same one, and that's...
No.
Okay.
Only me has this.
Okay.
But I do not. I'm prone to misplace things, and if they're important to me, I like to label them. Like that's why my dogs have labels, and that's why
Yep.
that's why my water bottle has a label, and that's pretty much it. My medication has a label.
That's important.
Yeah.
Which one of your 3 label makers created that one?
Yeah. This is the superior label maker.
It is simple. Tape and mark.
But yeah, I leave this thing around in places, so.
Okay, so
It's
you're
just
saying
fabulous.
it's your favorite one. It's got a handle. It fits in your car.
Now this thing right here is the big loser. Swell, I think that
I'll hike with one of those.
keep things cold for 36 hours.
It actually is.
You have to take the lid off,
Yeah, top of the mountain.
and then what are you looking
There's
at?
still ice in there. Pure ice almost.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
I'm surprised. Is it colder than the
I mean,
Yeti?
there's a lot of ice in there. There's no ice in any of these. This is the only one that's still got ice in it.
It's fairly expensive for the size.
impressive.
'Cause it's 17 ounces and it's $35.
Yeah, it
But
keeps cold
if it's
36
the only
hours.
one with the ice,
Yeah, and
then-
even the Yeti only says
I could run with it.
how long?
Oh yeah, it should be noted that this was popular in the early 2010s and
Right.
peaked in 2015. So,
What does it feel like to
so
be like
yesterday.
responsible for one of these brands that like is suddenly getting this traction, but you know that because the people of the water bottle world are so fickle,
It won't last.
it won't
long.
last.
Right.
Well, man, they're still making them. It's just their glory's gone.
I remember when we felt excited about it. You'd go into like gift shops and like paper stores.
This was a swag bag staple,
yeah,
right?
and
here.
they would have like a cylindrical thing. Now this is old school right here. The Nalgene.
Now, Gene,
This is when people started really
we're gonna make
realizing
it clear.
they don't want any BPA or BPS.
I like this because you can tell what you're drinking. If it's Kool-Aid, sometimes I'll take Kool-Aid up there.
I mean, this is very granola. This is very hiker. This thing comes off, and then you can just wolf it down if you get to your destination.
But it doesn't fit in the car.
Doesn't fit in a cup holder.
Only $14.
They're virtually indestructible. They're very light once they're empty. They do not keep anything really cold.
The thing I like about them is that the top is attached. So my family, I'm just going to use the term my family,
right?
cannot lose the lid.
So, what's your favorite?
Uh,
I think Swell is Swell. It keeps it really cold, but the capacity's low. It's hard to you got to do a lot of twisting to get the lid off, and then you're gonna lose it.
honestly,
But this is not good.
because I use these in the context of hiking. That's when I take a water bottle someplace, and I put it in my bag, and I don't want to think about what way it's facing. That's why I like the screw tops. So I actually like all three of these the best.
Dude, you're so different.
Now the water bottle that I use in my office is the Air Up. I got the Air Up. I still use that. The former sponsor.
Yeah. Okay. So you're all over
And that's
that.
got the flavored little pods and stuff, which I still find cool.
I'm just afraid of there's a lot of springs in this thing.
There's a lot that could
It
go
also
wrong.
looks like a play school product.
Looks like it's for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks, the way it works with that built-in straw thing is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It just feels like a play
Sip
school
straw,
toy.
swig spout. It's got both of them.
Yeah, and they got funny names for
It
them.
says it is easy to clean.
Who would have known that the
Pretty good.
Stanley logo kind of looks like the Food Line logo?
I know. I've noticed that.
And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Well, there you have it, the definitive ranking.
And as if we needed more water bottles.
We're gonna have the frozen peas there. I had a friend growing up that ate frozen peas just like as a snack while they were frozen. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But then I found out that friend also just peed his pants for fun sometimes.